Hey everybody, welcome to the North American Fishing Challenge. We've got Al Linder and Bernie Berenger on. Really excited about a great new event. And Al, this really started 13 years ago, and you really helped start this thing.
I got to give you a brief history, and also thank you everybody for taking the time to join us today. The concept for this event started at a Teen Challenge fundraiser for the Duluth chapter that my brother was speaking at in Bemidji. And I met a guy there named Ron Johnson at that time that did a hunting and fishing show up there for many years. He got involved with Teen Challenge and helped to do a fundraiser for the center up there. I haven't seen him for 25 years. I did a television show together with him many years ago. We're sitting talking. How's it going, man? We haven't seen each other. Ron's doing his testimony and talking on stage, and we're getting caught up on what's happening. And I says, how many of these do you do? He says, I don't know. The Lord led me to help get this a Teen Challenge off the ground. And I'm the one doing all of the fundraising. And this is just part of what I know how to do. I said, you know, a couple of years before that, I started to share with them, the Lord laid something on my heart to do a tournament of sorts that would involve churches all over the state of Minnesota, where they would sponsor a team to this particular event, and we would raise funds for a worthwhile cause that would benefit what the Lord would like to see done through particular churches in Minnesota and impact people's lives in a positive way. And I said, man, maybe there's something you could do with this thing. He said, I never did a tournament. I don't know anything about it. Well, mutual friend of ours, Jim Kalkofen, who I had worked with, he did the professional walleye trail for many years. He just was just had left a work at one place, and he was just kind of looking for something to do. And I said, I know a guy that knows a whole lot about tournaments. You got to talk to him. I hooked these guys up. They give me a call after coffee. They said, we're in. We want to do this. They talked to Sam Anderson. The Teen Challenge Center in Brainerd was just starting to come up. They were needing funds. They were in the process of developing it. And after talking to Jim, he said, how much money do you think we could do raise doing a tournament like this? We said, I believe we could make $25,000 the first year. Sam Anderson fell off his seat. $25,000? He says, go. Let's see. Well, it ended up being $56,000 the first year. Each year, the Lord's hand was on this thing, and it grew and grew and grew and grew. And a year before the COVID curse hit us, that year we raised $421,000. This is a God-inspired and blessed thing, and you're going to get an opportunity to become part of it. And that gives you a brief history on how we got to where we're at today. And because of COVID last year, we had to do the tournament virtual. And we seen it was very successful. People from all over the area, the surrounding states said, hey, we want to participate in it. Steve, we put the event on, and it was way more successful than anybody had thought. Thus, the North American Fishing Challenge is going in full swing. Yes, we are doing the Minnesota Fishing Challenge at our home base here in Brainerd, Minnesota. That is staying as it is. But we want to expand. And you got an opportunity to be a part of it. We need your help. But that's the history. That's a quick crash course.
So, Bernie, right now, the Minnesota Fishing Challenge, we've got a big chunk of the field is full. I think we're at 110, 115 teams out of 150. So there's still room for that. But really what we're talking about is the North American Fishing Challenge. This is a multi-species. This is a fun tournament. You can fish wherever you live in the U.S. and Canada. It's app-based. Tell us a little bit more about the tournament itself.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. It's really been an honor for me to be the director of this tournament. And I took over from Jim Kalkofen 4 years ago, and it's just been so exciting to watch it continue to grow. And the Minnesota Fishing Challenge will probably fill the DNR permit limit of 150 teams this year. We're at about 110 right now. So, yeah, as you know, at the end of last year when we had this app tournament because of COVID, the three of us got together. We talked about how can we how can we do what's been so successful in Minnesota? Can we share this with other Teen Challenge campuses? And this was our answer. And I really believe in what we're doing here. And what this does is allow people to fish for whatever species they want to fish, and they can choose which campus, the Teen Challenge campus, that their money goes to when they raise funds. And that's very exciting for these other Teen Challenge campuses in other states that have looked at the Minnesota Fishing Challenge, and they've always said, how could we do something like this? Well, now we have a chance for them to do something like that. So it's really been very, very exciting to to put this thing together, and it's so cool that you guys are involved. And we're really interested in really helping out these other Teen Challenge campuses. And it's very simple the way this works. You fish wherever you want, and you enter your fish in an app, and you're measuring inches, and the app takes a picture of your fish. And then so you're competing against people all across North America. And there's 14 campuses, Teen Challenge campuses involved this first year. And they're all the way from Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Washington, and Oregon, even Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Thunder Bay, Ontario, and in Iowa. We've got 14 of them that you can choose to fish for this year. And just like Brainerd years ago, now there's a new campus starting in Green Bay who is involved. And so we're hoping to help them launch their campus. And the campus in Billings, Montana is a very small one. We're hoping to help them. And in fact, Jim Calcophon called me the other day, and he says, I'm going to fish for them, and we're really going to give them a boost. And if you all know Jim, he's a go-getter. He's really going to he's going to help them out a lot. So it's very exciting. You can fish for crappies and bluegills in the panfish division, or perch. You can fish for bass. You can fish for northerns, and you can fish for walleyes. And you're competing against people that are fishing for the same species of fish across North America. And then, as you know, Steve, we've got a lot of prizes lined up that people can win. Absolutely. We've got over $15,000 in prizes set up. In fact, one of the things, every time you raise $500 or more, you put your name in a hat for a fully rigged Lund boat, which is worth more than 20 grand. But Al, we go back to this. Fishing this event is not like a regular fishing tournament. It's got all of the challenges. It's all of the fun. The competition is there, obviously fishing against you and others that are exceptional anglers and world-class anglers, but it's deeper than that. You really have a chance to fish for men and women on behalf of men and women, and it really does make a difference.
The lives that have been changed because of this event, it really brought tears to my eyes the first few years when I seen that this thing was as successful as it was. And like I said earlier, God's hand is on this. He wants this to happen. That's why it has worked the way it has. And when you hear the testimonies of these men, how their lives have been changed, and you see their family and their kids with them, and the success ratio of the program, there's nothing else like it in a country. I believe we're talking pushing 70%,
80%.
I mean, it's staggering. There's no other program that has worked because it is faith-based. It is Christ-centered. That's why it works. And when you have an opportunity to impact somebody's life in such a way that you see the fruit, you see the changes, and you hear it from their heart. You see the family, the relationship. There's not many things we can have an opportunity to participate in that has that kind of an impact. It's some one-on-ones that we can do, but something of this magnitude, everybody can participate in helping and have a fun time doing it. I mean, and have a fun time doing it. And that's how God works. He wants you to have fun and at the same time share his love and the power of his word to change people's lives. And that's what this event is all about, the bottom line of it.
So Bernie talked a little bit about prizes. And the nice thing about a prize is there's over $15,000 in prizes. So the top 10 teams in each division, so 40 winners. Got things like Plano tackle boxes and Frito nets and rods and reels and lots of things like that. If you raise over $3 grand, you can get a limited edition Doug Shermer print for two actually per team, and a jersey and all that, and you still get that chance to win that Lund boat, which is really awesome. Bernie, one of the things that we haven't talked about is the event is actually June 19th. And so we've got about 6-8 weeks or whatever, if I do my math right, for people to sign up and really start working on and getting their sponsors for this event.
Yeah, and that's really what this is all about. June 19th is about 2 months away. So you got plenty of time to get out there and talk to friends and family. And, we provide all the materials that you need. There's videos on our website, nafishingchallenge.org. And we can provide you with a flash drive. If you go to one of the centers, contact one of the centers that's involved, they can give you a flash drive that you can take to your church and play that video. You can take it to a Kiwanis Club or Lions Club or anything like that. You want to involve your friends and family who will donate, and business associates. Maybe the company you work for probably has a fund for nonprofit organizations, and that's how people do this. They gather this money, and it all goes to Teen Challenge, and we've got sponsors that pay the cost of this event. So every dime, when you go to a buddy and say, "Hey, can you give me $50 for Teen Challenge?" you know that money goes to help somebody in need. And it's not paying my salary or renting all the things that we do. And it's 100% the sponsors like Seafoam, and we've got a asphalt paving company here in Minnesota that paid for the boat. So that the boat came from London, they paid for it. So it's very, very exciting. And if you are, this is what I'm really excited about too. If you are the #1 fundraiser, if you raise more for your campus than anyone else, you get an invitation to fish the Minnesota Fishing Challenge next year. We will pay for your lodging at Cragen's Resort. We'll pay some of your up to $500 worth of expenses and your entry fee. And Al Lindner's going to take you fishing the day before the tournament, show you some spots to fish during the tournament. So that's a lot of really good incentive to really get out there and hustle and do this good work.
Hey, I look forward to seeing you there.
Hey, Al, that's not fair for people to win. I mean, you basically live on Gull Lake. I mean, that should be fun.
Yeah, I learned how to fish walleyes on Gull.
I've known you to catch some bass and other things on Gull too, though.
Yeah, there's a zillion fish in there. It's a fun experience, a fun event.
Yeah. So, Al, Bernie, if anybody has any questions, I guess they can go to nafishingchallenge.org. There's a couple phone numbers. Bernie, you actually have your phone number on there if somebody wants to sponsor the events, or Sue can actually field some of the questions. But we really encourage anybody that loves fishing and loves the Lord and really wants to make a difference to get involved in this first year, help us get this tournament going. And I guess we look forward to having both of you guys fishing against both of you guys this coming year in the Minnesota Fishing Challenge as well. So this should be a lot of fun.
Hey, this whole thing is turnkey. Everything you need is there. Go to the sites, download the information. All you got to do is be a willing vessel. It's there. All the tools are there to change somebody's life. It's so simple. Please get involved, please.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks so much, Al, Bernie. We will see you shortly, guys. Thanks, guys. We'll talk later.